Students, good evening. Students who are in the online, am I audible? Please confirm it once. Okay. So let us move to the further. So okay. So all the students, let us move to the today's topic. What is the today's topic? So today's topic is right. Now enter into the most important topic, and it is really a project oriented kind of concept. Once you do this very perfectly, we will be going for any project if it is there in front of you, which is connecting with the database. You can do very easily. Okay, so let us start with Python database communication. Python database communication, it is PDBC, stands for PDBC, Python database communication. Right. So let us, what ma? Ramya, what is your doubt ma? Already told you, right? Rand range and rand int. Did you remember this difference? Already explained, na? So have you studied that notes? Really studied? Understood? Yes. Very easy. So Ramya, yes ma, rand range and rand int. Please open the notes once. Rand range is taking start comma stop. Rand int also takes start comma stop. What is taking rand range? Start and stop or start to stop -1. Rand int will take both start and stop inclusive. That difference I already explained. Okay. So Ramya, please read once ma. You read once ma, that one. I will, if you don't get it, tomorrow class I will explain compulsory. Okay na? So Ramya, respond ma. So read once the document. After reading that, you execute that example also. After that, I will explain once again to you. Still, if you have a doubt. Okay, that's what ma. You are absent ma. So for one student, I may not be able to repeat once again. You read 1 or 2 times. You execute what I sent to you. So if you want to attend that session, whenever that module I will explain, you can attend that class by taking the link from admins. Right. Okay. Now you understand. Fine. So let us communicate with Python database communication. So let us start a very important discussion. Previously, when you open files, just for a minute, I will open files. Just a minute, I will open files concept. 4 p.m. Take care, guys. Files and notes, there you see. File, introduction to some files. So beginning, where it is. File opening modes, data persistency. Just I will try to open it. So before that, I just gave some information, file opening modes. I hope number of approaches, non-persistent applications, index, pickling, random files, reading the data, types of applications. Okay, just try to open it. Look at students once. The main purpose of files is that to achieve what? Data persistency. What do you mean by data persistency? We learned it. Storing the data permanently. Storing the data permanently is nothing but persistency. How many ways are there? I already told you, non-persistent. So all the applications of files are called persistent applications. So in the industry, we have 2 approaches to store the data permanently. They are by using, and one more by using, right. So I hope that even I told from the last 10 days onwards, all of you must install this Oracle database and MySQL in your system. I hope you might be installed it. So today I'm going for what? Database software. So we achieved the data persistency by using what concept? Right. So if we achieved the data persistency by using files, why we are going for database softwares? That is the question today. We already achieved the data persistency by using files. Then why we are going for data persistency by using database software? First question is, what are the limitations of files? What are the limitations of files? We are going to discuss. Now I'm going to discuss. So with files concept, we can achieve the data persistency, but we already faced some type of limitations. So I'm writing one important point here. Even we achieved the data persistency, look at carefully, with what concept? With the files concept, we have the following limitations. We have the following limitations. What are those limitations? Let us see number one. First drawback of the files. Files concept of any language does not contain security. Security will not be there, students. Because why security is not there? I can tell you the reason. Because files concept of any language, not only Python, files concept of even Java, files concept of C, CPP, files concept does not contain what? Usernames and what? Passwords. Right? Suppose you go to our place, you say take it, our files. What is our information? Suppose emp.data is there. What I will do? I'll just say right click and I will say what? Delete. I'll say delete. I say delete, gone. Is there any security? No. So you take any of the file, kvr.data, just take it and then say what? Delete. So it is gone. Files does not provide any username and password. So that's why they are called what? Does not contain security. Because files does not provide what? No? Yes. So who is providing the security then? Database will provide the security. So if I want to go to Oracle database, I need to enter compulsory username and password. Let me go to the Oracle database once. First time you are looking into the database. So how many of you know Oracle here? Little bit. Little bit means? Basic knowledge means up to. Okay. Like that. Okay. How many of you know Oracle here? You don't know Oracle? Okay. So students in the online, okay, Rocky knows, okay, Rakesh, Ganesh Verma, yes, but forget, okay. Okay, Rocky is raising the hand. Okay, fine. So SQL knows, okay, Rocky knows, okay. Little bit, okay. So little bit or entire bit, you know entire bit or little bit? Yes, mother, just I'm, okay, entire bit, you know. Rocky knows entire bit. Okay, Rocky. Fine. So I don't want to ask any questions because I'm not a Python, I'm not a Java, Oracle database trainer. Yesterday, I went to, what do you call, some place. There, I find the book name which I told you. Do you remember that? SQL, PLSQL Developers Guide, Ivan Barons. I just asked how many rupees it is. So that person said 250. 250, he said 250. Second-hand book sales. I went to GPO, in Hyderabad, there is a GPO, General Post Office is there. So there people will keep on footpath some books. I asked that. Then I have that book with me already. I just asked what is the price. That I book long back. So I asked him. So he's asked, take sir, he said. How much is asked? He said 200 he will give. I asked 50 rupees. I asked 50 rupees. He is giving one book which cover is not there. Cover. 50 rupees he will give the book which is cover is not there. No problem. Cover, what is the need of it? So 50 rupees he said. So I said, I will take later. I said I went to some work. So he's ready to give for 50 rupees also. So I thought I want to bring it. I want to give to somebody. So if would have been bringing, would have been taken that. Okay. So it's at least I have that book already. That's why I did not bring it. Whether you will take it or not, already you downloaded or something. I felt that. So anyhow, so you whenever you Sunday time go to that general post of GPO site, you try to find books are there. Okay, try to take that. Okay, anyhow, come to the point of it. Go to the Oracle here, Oracle here. There I have it. Oracle database 11G. 11G. Under that, lot of tools are there. So I don't want all these things. Go for straightforward SQL plus. You know this, I think so. SQL plus. Whenever this is SQL plus, let me just increase the font of it. Let me increase the font of it. Okay. It is asking what? Username. It is not allowing immediately to the database. So I'm saying that Scott. In my system, what is the username? Scott. In your system, maybe system, admin, manager, like that. So it is asking username. It is asking password. In my system, I gave the what? Tiger. Tiger, I entered, but it is not coming. Like I told in the class, get pass of prompt is equal to, like that. You press enter key. What is happening? Connected to Oracle Express Edition, SQL off. This is a SQL prompt. Here I will do what operations? Database operations, I will do it. That means to enter into the database software, definitely I must enter what? Yes, which is not secured. Files concept is not secured. Who is secured then? That is the first reason I will prefer to go for which software? Database software for achieving what? Data persistency. That is number one. Second reason why I am going for databases once again. Files to extract the data. To extract the data, I am writing to extract the data or to process the data. To extract or process the data. To extract or process the data from files is very complex. Is very complex. How do you say that's complex, sir? How do you say it is a complex? Because files, if you want to retrieve the data, you must know indexing of that. You know, seek function, tell function. But now we entered employee numbers, student numbers like that. 3 digit number I entered or not? 3 digit number or 2 digit number or 4 digit number. If I know, then only I can retrieve it. Why? 3 digit number you take it. 0, 1, 2 are the indexes of that 3 digit number. I can retrieve only the 3 letters by using fp.read of 3. I can retrieve that first 3 digits is nothing but employee number. Like that name also you need to see how many characters are there or not. Is it easy to retrieve or complex to retrieve? Complex to retrieve. But in database, it is just like a left hand, left finger. Even an illiterate also can retrieve the data most perfectly. So to extract or process the data from files is very complex. Why is very complex? Why? Because I can write the reason also. Because files data must be always processed with what? Indices. Did you understand? Indices means indexes, plural of indexes. In Indian English, it is called indexes. In perfect English, we call it as what? Indices. So coming to the third point, I'm going to. So coming to the point back, I'm going to give you third point. What is the third point? If you look at the files, look at students. I'm taking values like this: 1111, something like this ABC, something like 34.56, 222, and next is called XYZ, something like 67.89, like that 333, something like a KLM. I say something like 66.777, like this I am having. So here numbers are there, here names are there, here numbers are there, here marks are there. These are all called what? These are all called numbers, as well as what? Names are there. Here something like this is there. Now my interest is, I want to pick it up. I want to pick all these numbers. I want to take all the numbers of employees, or I want to take all the numbers of students. I want to extract it. If it is a single number, I can extract it. Are you understanding? But I want to extract the entire column of this. This is called a column. I want to extract this entire data. It's very difficult, very complex. Even sometimes it is impossible to extract only numbers, only names, only marks I want. So very complex. I have written a lot of logic. But when you come to, this is called like a file. When you come to the database, this is coming under database. Let me take the same story once. If we come to the database, what is happening, if I come to the database level, this part, if I take it, this is called always organizing the data in the form of what? Tables. Don't worry about it. Just to 2 minutes you have a patience. I will go for it. It is called what? Table. Table means what? Rows and? Yes. Just I will give basics to you. You need not to know anything about the. If you know already, it's better. If you don't know also, if you listen my just a basic class, no problem. STNO, and next I am giving name, next I am giving marks. So all this data is qualified with what? Numbers. Is called column names. This is called what here? Names. This is called what here? Marks. So these are called column names. Files does not contain what? Names. Column names are not there. It's very complex to do the operations. Database contains what? Column names. So it is easy for me to process it. I will show in the same class only. Don't worry about it. Go to the place of our representation. The data of the file does not contain what? Column names and very complex to process the data. It's very complex to process the data. So then how do you proceed then? How do you move forward then? How do you move it now? How we can do this? It's very simple. You can do this in an easy way by using which one? Which softwares I will use? Database softwares I will use it. And moreover, one more concept I would like to introduce a student. And the fourth point is, files are unable to store what? Large volume of data. Files are unable to store large volume of data. But who will store large volume of data? Databases will provide. Moreover, fifth point also I am going to say. What is the fifth point? The architecture of files changes from one OS to what? Another OS. From one OS to what? Another OS, because files are not OS independent. Files are or I can say files are what? Files are OS dependent, or in other words, not independent. Files are dependent on come on, OS. This is the point I want to bring to your notice. I hope you are understanding, my dear students. Files are, I can say, files are OS dependent. Why it is coming? Our files are dependent on OS, no problem. Are you okay, students? These are the limitations of what concept? Files. Students who are in the online, are you comfortable, students? Are you comfortable, students? Right. So, Realme, sir, once again explain, sir. Nothing is there, ma? Files concept. Please listen, all of you carefully. All of you listen carefully. If you are unable to listen, again and again, I cannot explain, ma. Please listen. If that is the case, I cannot complete it properly. So, come to the point of it. Files concept are what? Files concept of any language does not contain security. Why? I've shown you practically. Every point I'm showing and I'm moving further. Because files does not contain. Yes, that is number one. To extract or process the data from files, very complex. Why? Files data must be always processed with indices. Right? The data of files does not contain column names and a very complex to process. It's nothing but very complex to query the data. Do you know querying? Querying is nothing but retrieving or doing some operations on it. Querying the data. So sometimes you'll say, sir, I have a query. Query means a question. A query is nothing but a question to the database or a question to somebody else, which is going to get some type of answer. I'm going to explain, students, a lot of things on it. Files are unable to store large volume of data. The architecture of files changes from one OS to, that is, files are very good. To overcome the limitations of files, I'm writing one conclusion there, students. To overcome the limitations of what? Files. To overcome the limitations of files, we must use the concept of database softwares. That too, I can write one important word here. We must use the concept of RDBMS or database softwares. I will write that word, database softwares, which are purely what? RDBMS products. Fine. Do you know RDBMS? What is RDBMS? Very good. So full form I am not asking. What is the difference between DBMS and RDBMS? Nobody can answer it, including you also. What is the difference? Not only you, majority is what? Difference between DBMS, RDBMS, ORDBMS, OORDBMS. This difference, if you know Oracle. It's a very basic. First day of the Oracle introduction, they have to explain. Why DBMS? Why RDBMS? Of course, I'm not going to against to any student who is learning Oracle. Rocky, Renuka, what ma? Rocky, are you there? You said 3-4 times raising your hand. Yes, ma, Renuka. Now I'm not asking full forms. Rocky, are you there? What is the difference? Just one line answer, you tell me quickly. Rocky, you answer ma quickly. Kumar Babu. Renuka, okay ma, that is not a difference. Okay, that is where I should take it in first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Where should I take that point? Data representing in tables. Where should I write that? First, second, first, second, third, fourth. First, wrong answer. Okay, right. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. So this is when you join Oracle. Try to ask this question. First question is you ask this. Okay, right. So those who learned Oracle, those who said little bit or entire bit or something, normalization is there. What every Oracle faculty says, only retrieving the data, select star from insert to delete. Rather than that, how to design the database you must learn. That is the way of teaching the subject. Normalization is there. First normal form, second normal form, third normal form, fourth normal form, BCNF, fifth normal form. Do you know? Do you know all these things? Do you know? Rocky, do you know this? Rocky, did you know whatever I said? Okay, is very intelligent answer. Naveen, RDBMS is an advanced form of DBMS. What a great answer it is. ORDBMS is an advanced version of RDBMS. ORDBMS is an advanced form of ORDBMS. What is the advanced form? God knows. All of them are advanced only. That is only suitable for writing exams. Not suitable for face-to-face. Face-to-face means you have to give the answers like a bullet. Okay, na? Right. Anyhow, students, don't worry. It's my advice is only one thing. My advice is only one thing. Anything you learn most perfectly. That is my advice. Anyhow, my dear students, this is my advice. Anyhow, with my explanation, I will make you whatever I am explaining in Python with the database. I will explain that database fundamentals. Okay. So I used to come to the class in such a way that my student is first day only listening the class. Like that, I will start explaining from basic to professional level. We will move. Okay. Anyhow, to overcome the limitations of this RDBMS products, like what? C students, Oracle, MySQL. Next is called what? MongoDB. Right. Next is called what? You know, SQLite 3. So on, we will use it. PostgreSQL, Supersonic Database, DB2, SQL Server, comma, DB2, comma, SQL Server. Going on, any PostgreSQL, these are all called what? RDBMS products. So something like this. So like this, you need to understand. Are you able to follow? Right. So in this class, actually, previously, before my beginning days of my Python, some of the companies use what? SQLite 3. It's an inbuilt database of our Python. Inbuilt database of the Python. Later on, the industry slowly moving to what? Oracle and MySQL. So I switch over to this. SQLite 3 is not that much powerful than Oracle and MySQL. That's why I teach in the class Oracle and MySQL. Once if I teach Oracle, 90% knowledge you will get it. If I complete MySQL, you will say, sir, communicating with the database by using Python, you will say left hand, left finger. That only you will say to me, that I will make you to get from your heart. I'll make you like this. Are you following me? So let me start first with which communication I will start? Python with which communication? Python Oracle communication. First, next with what? Python MySQL communication. Like that, Python with any database communication. This is our importance. Now I'm going to write it. So the advantages of, come on, start with. Here I am said, even we achieved the data persistency with the concept of what? Files. We have the following advantages. When we use, I will write it. When we use database softwares, RDBMS, database softwares, and I need not write every time. Why I wrote RDBMS softwares? For example, you take it, MS Access, you take it. Have you heard about MS Access? MS Access. Have you heard about it? MS what? MS Excel? MS Access, you don't know? Along with MS Office only this will come. When you say like this, now I'm getting so kid you are. Just when you are free, just try to do some experiment on this. When you say MS Word, you know, yes sir, I know. MS Excel, you know, yes sir. Immediately after that, MS Access is there. So easy that is. In that, one file will be there. In the file, we can create a table. That is nothing. If I remove the file, data table also will be removed. MS Access is not a RDBMS product. It is also related to what? Partial RDBMS product. Still it deals with what? Files. Files does not contain security. Security will be there in the form of only databases. So MS Access is not a RDBMS products. It is the partial RDBMS product. Still, if I go more and more further, which satisfies CORD rules, that also will come in Oracle. CORD is a scientist. He said some rules, CORD rules. Even in your mobile also, you type CORD rules. Some 10 to 12 rules will come. All those rules satisfied by Oracle Corporation. All these things are satisfied by all the database vendors. So CORD rules will be satisfied by RDBMS products. Okay, right. Coming to that, all those things not necessary. Our job is a Python programmer ready to communicate with any database. That I want to make you perfect. When we use database software for achieving what? Which one? For achieving the database, for achieving the data persistency, we get the following advantages. Following advantages. So what are those advantages? I'm just writing one by one in the class. One by one I'm writing in the class. First point is what here? Files concept of any language does not contain. Yes. Now I'm writing database softwares are fully secured. That to RDBMS database softwares. Instead of writing that, I already mentioned it. Database softwares are fully secured because they provides what? Usernames and username and password. You have seen already in the class. To enter into my database, I just said what? Username and password. Beginning only. Username I entered, password I entered. Okay. That's why they are fully secured. Okay, student. Next I am going to write it. Second point is what there you see. To extract the data or process the data from files is very complex. Because files data always processed with indices. And this second and third I will combine together and I will write it. Second and third I will combine together. To process the data, to process or extract or query the data, querying the data from where? Database softwares is very easy, very simple or very easy. Are you following me? Very easy, not a difficult at all. Why? Why? Because the data present in tables of database softwares are qualified with what names? Column names. Qualified with column names. The data to process or extract or querying the data from database software is very easy because the data present in tables of database softwares are qualified with what names? Column names. Qualified with the column names. I hope you are understanding my point. So next I am going to say third one. Did you understand? How column names are there? I am going to show you very simply. What is the table also I will explain. Next, if you see, files are unable to store large volume of data, whereas here databases databases are able to store, database softwares are able to store large volume of data. Right up? Fine. And the next fourth is called what? Databases are OS dependent or OS independent? The architecture of files changes from one OS to Unix file system is completely different from Windows file system. So files are dependent on OS. And next here, database softwares are what? OS independent or independent. I say independent from where? OS. Did you understand? Database softwares are independent from OS. These are the advantages of what? Yes, advantages of database. So our Python is ready to communicate with the files as well as Python is ready to communicate with database. Are you able to understand? So I hope you are understanding. People will ask a question. Why do you need PDBC? Why do you need Python database communication? If this question is coming, very simply, if I use Python programming to communicate with the files, some limitations will be there. To overcome those limitations, we are using what? Database software. These advantages. That's why our Python programming provides Python database communication. Clear? My title is clear? Fine. So students who are in the online, now I am going to confirm it. Is it clear, students? Quickly. Right. Ganesh Verma, line number 5. Okay, line number 5. Files concept of any language does not contain security because files concept does not. Okay. See, Ganesh Verma, really thank you, ma'am. See how he is serious guy. I can say that's why Ganesh Verma is my favorite student here. But sometimes he will make me to, he will harass me, but he's my favorite student. See, you are just following me. He recognized that does or does not. How much difference? Thank you, Ganesh Verma. Very clear. That's why you are my favorite student. Okay. Line spellings are okay. Brahmani, what is that, ma? 12th line. Files are dependent. See how they are serious about my lines. Very good. Anuj, what are you doing, ma? Good. So anyhow, this is the one. Now I'm going for what? Which communication I'm going to do? Database communication. Okay. First I will do with what? Right. So it is my Oracle part I said. It is a part of Oracle I said. If you want, I can explain Oracle very perfectly 2 months. 2 months not enough. 2.5 months, 3 months. So I'm not going to explain Oracle related thing, but I'm explaining Oracle. How I'm explaining? Briefly, I will explain. Briefly, I'm going to explain. DBMS, RDBMS, ORDBMS, OORDBMS. I can explain for 2 to 3.5 hours. It's not going to be a topic. Even if you go for an academic level, DBMS subject is there. RDBMS lab is there for you. DBMS subject, RDBMS lab is there for you. So I can't give in one line those things. So don't expect a Oracle kind of explanation in my class so deep. I'm a Python programmer. I'm giving database communication means you need to have the database knowledge. Even if you don't have, with my brief explanation, you will get it. I'm helping you that. So I'm going to introduce what? Python, communication between Python and Oracle. Right. After that, next I'm going to write some small information also. See, if a Python programmer, come on students, now I'm going to enter into slowly into the subject. If a Python programmer, or if a Python programming language, or if a Python program want to communicate with any database software, then We must use what? We must use, come on. We must use one module or not? If I want random numbers, what I need? Random module. If I want any OS operation, what I require? OS module. Like that, if I want pickling and unpickling operation, object serialization and object deserialization, what do you need? Pickle module. Like that, any sort of operation you want to do it, you need module is required. Same thing. Python program, if Python program want to communicate with any database software, any RDBMS, any relational database software product, any database software product, any software product, we must use, come on student, predefined modules, and such predefined modules, see students, such predefined modules are not present in where? In Python library, are not present in, right? It is not there. First time you are listening this. Pickle is a module of Python. Pickle is an inbuilt module of Python library. OS is one of the inbuilt module of Python library. Random, like that, majority of that, whatever we discussed, all of them are predefined library. First time you are getting it. NumPy is not a predefined module of Python. Pandas, Matplotlib, SciPy, Scikit are not the modules of, same thing. If a Python program want to communicate with any database software product, then we must use a predefined modules, and such predefined modules are not present in Python library. So that Python programmer must get the modules, must get the predefined modules, must get or install the predefined modules from GitHub. Do you know GitHub? GitHub. One day I will explain. CVS, version control system, some concept is there. GitHub, actually it is a part of real time we will follow. What do you call? Version control system, distributed version control system, centralized version control system. That is a small tool. We will use it. Yeah, olden days we used to use SVN, Maven, like that. Nowadays we are using GitHub like that. And it is just a process. One day if you go to the office, next day you will understand that. It's not a big deal at all. Fine. So what is that version meaning? Suppose today I opened one file. I wrote 5 lines. Tomorrow I will write 5 more lines. Day after tomorrow I will write 5 more lines. Totally how many lines? So I want to find one day. In one day, originally how many lines are written? In next day, how many lines I added? In next day, how many lines I added? I want the version history. 1.0 means beginning version how much? Next 1.1, 10 lines of code. 1.2 is called what? Some more lines of code. How much changes I made on what, which date and which day, which time, I want to get that history. Okay, that is not necessary at this point of time. What I am trying to say is, so that Python programmer must get or install the predefined modules of which one? Database software, right? By using a tool called pip. It is a tool. So in Python, it is a new trend. Any module is there, which is not a part of which library? Definitely that module I have to install as a part of my Python program to use it. Which tool I will use? Pip tool. Simple, ma'am. I am a Python programmer. You developed one tool, one library you developed for which software to communicate with. So I will install your module by using which tool? That module was present in where? GitHub. In GitHub, the type of module is present. So if you install this pip, you need to have the internet connection. Are you getting my point? So how to install it? In simple word, I can write it instead of making it a very complex sentence. To make Python program to communicate with any database software, then to make any Python program to communicate with any database software, then we must install a third party, which one? Third party module, which is related to our database software. I will write it. What are the third party softwares? For example, to communicate with which database? Oracle database. We must install CX_Oracle module. CX_Oracle module. What is the module name? _Oracle module. Comma. To communicate with what? MySQL database. We must install what? MySQL connector. Are you getting my point? So, etc. If I want to communicate with the MongoDB, we have corresponding module we need to develop it. This CX_Oracle module, MySQL connector module are not present in where? Python library. Are you able to understand? So I need to install these modules. Has to be installed by using what? Which tool? Pip. And they must be installed. Explicitly by using pip tool. Sir, what is the syntax? Very, very simple, student. Pip, come on, install. What is the module name? I need to use it. Pip, install module name. Right? Are you getting? Pip, and don't ask me what is the full form of pip. There is no certain abbreviation for this pip. Some people will say Python package installer. PPI we cannot. They said pip. Python package installer. Say once. There is nothing but PPI actually we need to say. They said something like pip. Python installation package. Some people will say. So there is no certain full form for that. And don't concentrate on the full form. Sir, where is this pip tool is present? In the beginning days, I told you, when you are installing, add to the path, I told you or not? Add to the path. This pip tool present in, look at students, I will show you. Go to Python 3.10, ideally you open it. Ideally, say what? File, and say what here? Open. Under this open, you are in the Python software directory. Under that, what is there, ma? Scripts. Under that scripts, nothing is visible to you. You come to the Python files. You say all files here, my dear student. So it is going to be pip is there, pip 3.10 is there, pip 3 is there. You can use a pip 3.10 related, pip 3 related, 3.x related, 3.10 specific version. Pip, anyone you can use it. Are you able to follow? Where it is present? Where it is present? Coming to the point back, I will write it here. I can write it. Pip tool present in where? In this place it is present. In your system also, in C:, only it is installed. Python 3.10 version under that what? Scripts folder present in the following place, present in the following folder. I can say folder. Are you able to follow? Good. So how to use it? Shall I go to the program now? What I should install? I say example one I am going to. Come on, install. Come on, ma. Install. Which module I will install? CX underscore what? Oracle. Do you know how to install it? Which tool I am using? Come on, pip. Install CX underscore Oracle. Don't say that, sir, I am not getting it. So don't say that I am not getting. When I said already internet connection is required. Shall I go for that? Yeah, go to that, install. Similarly, I want to install what? Example 2. Next is what? Install. What is this? MySQL hyphen, what is this? Connector. How do you install? Pip install MySQL hyphen connector. SQL hyphen connector. So this is called a installation process. How you are going to get it? Look at students. Go to that. Go to anywhere else. Command prompt. Simply go to the command prompt. Wherever the command prompt is, no problem. Are you following? Say pip. PIP. Say what? Install. What is this? CX small letter underscore what? O capital. If you keep your own concentration by concentrating somewhere, if you write small o, capital O, all those things, it is a problem. You must follow me carefully. CX underscore what? Oracle. If you press enter key, since you are the first time using in my session, you will get progress bar like this. Collecting packages successfully installed. You will get progress bar like this. From internet, from GitHub place, it is getting installed. And you will get successfully installed. This progress bar you will come. How software is installing? Like that it will be installed. From where it is taking? From the internet. Pip is connecting to the internet, looking for CX underscore Oracle. GitHub kind of code was written under pip. It will be installed. Successfully installed, you will get it. Are you getting my point? Yes. Now, I am going to say sometimes people will get pip is not a recognized command, something like this they will get it. Why they will get pip is not a recognized command? Because they did not set the path. That time what you will do? You need to say set path is equal to, see that, set path is equal to this entire path you need to write it. This entire path you need to write it. Here you need to paste it. Here you need to paste it. And you need to write what? Pip install what? CX underscore Oracle you need to write it. Right? I will write this point there. Here I am writing. If we get an error, yes, pip is not recognized. Definitely will get it. No, is not recognized. Internal command. Then set the path. Set the path as follows. Fine. What is that now? Set path is equal to, in your system, set path is equal to this entire thing. Path is set. Again, you go for what? Doing this. Are you following? So it is supposed to do like this. Once again, go to any command prompt, anywhere else, set the path. So come on, say that now, pip install CX underscore what? Oracle. In my system, I was installed so many times. Instead of getting the progress bar like this, instead of getting the progress bar like that, I will get this requirement already satisfied. That means it was already installed, it is saying. In your place, if you go to home now, if you say this cx underscore Oracle, now press enter key. Now I will get this requirement already satisfied. Why? Why this is coming? I was already installed. Don't worry about this warning and all those things. Nothing to worry about it. Are you following? Students in the online, are you getting, my dear students? Senapati, no need to use my, you follow me, that's it. You follow me, right? If anything is there, if anything you know, you follow by yourself and you need to install successfully. Sagar installed successfully. Okay. So follow me strictly, guys. So Anuj, yes, understood. Now see whether it is installed or not. Pip list you say, pip list. And a pip tool installed what type of modules? So in my case, we can, don't worry ma, Satya, don't worry that upgrading. I only told you, don't worry about the warning. Again, you are asking that. Arun Kumar, very good. Take care. Now you see in my system, what is there? Oracle CX underscore module is installed or not? And one more is called what? NumPy, MySQL connector, Matplotlib, Kiwi solver, font tools, all those things, Pillow, Pandas, Pip, so many things are installed. Whichever tool I want, I will just install. Are you able to follow? To check it whether it is installed or not, I will go to this. Are you getting my point? Okay. If you want to go for Jupyter Notebook, somewhere else, Jupyter Notebook, when you are dealing with it, they're also same. So go to that. Ganesh, you need to install Oracle ma. So I'm not going to tell you Oracle process how to install. Take care by yourself that Oracle installation process. So let me talk about my subject, Python only. So I'm not talking about Oracle installation, Oracle setups and all those things. Coming to the point of what? Pip, come on, start here. Install CX underscore what? Oracle. CX underscore Oracle. Say run. Star mark is there. You will get 1. One means installed successfully. So you will get it. So this requirement is already, because already I was installed. That's why already 1 is coming. One came. That means it was already there in my system. Understand, guys? Fine. So wherever you want, you can install this type of process. Right? Keep it aside. Let us go to the further discussion of my class. So are you feeling easy or difficult? Easy or difficult? Easy. So we installed right now this one. So next I am going to enter into any Python program want to communicate with a database communication. What you must install? Corresponding module, which is available in Python library or third-party library, which is present in where? GitHub kind of cloud place. So that we are installing by using which tool? What is the pip used to install any third-party module? Pip is the tool used for installing third-party module. What is the syntax? Pip install module name. Easy? Yes. Now I am going to enter into further discussion. Right? Fine. So Ganesh Verma. So if you continuously ask, I'm not going to show any Oracle downloading process, because you require some complex settings is required in Oracle downloading process. Take somebody's help or see some YouTube and all those things, try to download. So take care, ma, Ganesh Verma. Once if I'm able to show Oracle downloading process, I would have been showing in the beginning only. Okay, please take care, ma. So let us move to the further. Even you also take care of somebody's help while you are installing Oracle. Once you get a problem in Oracle, you will get a problem of practicing these programs. Understand? Yes. If I'm able to show, I can show you in the class. So I'm not going to be a database trainer here. So unnecessarily, if I put a leg in another field of mine, problem will come. So I should not put a fingers in somebody's subject. I should not. If I put, fingers will burn. So if I am unable to install, there is a problem now. SAR did not show Oracle. You will forget Python. You will see only that problem only. My area is programming part. I am not a database trainer. Database is something like what? Whenever I need, I will connect it. I will do the operation. I don't want database. It is something like a use and throw. I don't want that. What is the lifelong things is programming. Shall I move forward? Yeah. And don't feel that SAR did not show Oracle installation process. And it is not a big deal. In office, Mr. Razu is there, hardware engineer. Go there. You tell my name. He will install it perfectly and he will give you. No? You know. Okay, very good. So take her help. So she will help you. So one day can you show me so that I can. Come on. Very good. Very good. You do after I do program also you execute. Once successfully you executed from Oracle, then you show me. Okay. Right. Shall we move forward, students? Right. Students who are in the online, are you comfortable with this? So shall we move forward then? Which one I am going to enter into? Which communication I am going to enter into? Which database I am going to? Python with Oracle. Python with? Next Python with MySQL. So I'm going to enter into next one is going to enter into another part is what? Python, which one? Python, communication between, I will write like this, communication between Python and Oracle. Communication between Python and Oracle database. Oracle database. Right. So coming to the point of it. So done. So coming to the point. Next, in this Python database communication, before going to write the Python program with which one? Oracle database. First you must install what? Oracle you will install. Okay, over. That is over. And before this you did not install Python first. So don't go to that very beginning level. Python is there, Oracle is there. Next you need to install what? CX_Oracle module. Okay, na? Installed. Then after that, we will start writing the program. To do that, I need to tell you steps for developing a Python program. Steps for developing a Python program for communicating with, come on, for communicating with which database? Yes, Oracle database. Very, very important steps. Steps for developing a Python program for communicating with Oracle database. And it is a very important topic in the life of your Python programming. Once we don't have Oracle, daily coming to the class and seeing the very good programs which I am teaching, if you don't practice, there is no use of it. Compared to all the topics what we discussed, this is the most important I am saying. Okay, students? Right. So look at students. First step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step, and sixth step. I am going to tell you these steps. Okay? Right. Before that, I want to give you a small awareness. So in Oracle, I just want to give you some small awareness. The view about Oracle database. View about Oracle database. So I'm a Oracle trainer for a few minutes, just to feel like. So Oracle database definition, please tell me. What is the definition of database? Come on, quickly. What is the definition of database? Collection of? Okay. Information or data? What is the difference between data and information? Reversed, that is. So information. Tomorrow there is a class. It is an information on so and so date, so and so time. If I am giving, that is called what? Data. Tomorrow there is a class. I cannot store it in database. Tomorrow date, time, class. This is called what? Processed information is called what? Data. So what you can store in database? Data, but not information. Okay. Of course, you don't feel that sir is giving contradictory answers for your answers. So you please refer by yourself, and everything is more practical knowledge is required. So whatever you say, if I say you are wrong, you don't feel it, you refer by yourself. Okay, na? Right. So fine. Yeah, Atish. Fine. Okay. That we will see programmatically in the class. So data is a fact and a figure, and a DB is a collection of information organized and accessed. Okay. So coming to the point of it, what I am saying, listen. Oracle database is a collection of tables. Oracle database is a collection of, yeah, I will show you that. When you speak something, immediately show practically. If any person says some English, something they say, ask them to prove it. That's it. Only one thing. When you speak, prove. If unable to prove, wrong only. Correct? Good. Come to that. Now, a database, Oracle database is a collection of what? Table. See, my dear student, I am taking here student. What is a student here? Table. What is student? Table. Class gado. Class. Right. I am in Oracle now. It contains STNO, SNO. Next is what? Name. And next is what? Marks. What is SNO, SName, marks? Column names. Column. Very good. Now tell me, here I am writing 1 RS. Now I am saying something like 11.11. 11.11. 2, and next is called something like Dennis Ritchie, and I say something like 22.22. What is this is called like? It is a record. What is that? So what is 1 Rosam and 111? This is called what? Record. This is called. What is this is called again? Record. Records are there in where? Table. What is the table, please? Collection of records. Tell me. Collection of? Right. If I want to place my record, what should I create first? Table must create. What must create? Table must create. Understand? Okay. One more I will create, student. This is called a DEPT. Department table it is called. DEPT. Department table. Which contains a DNO. Department number. DNO. Department number. D name. Department name. It's a location. Maybe your Oracle faculty said this table. EMP table, DEPT table. These are the inbuilt tables coming from the Oracle database. Okay. I will show you that, ma. I will show you everything. I will show you because I have to convince you. 10 is called what? IT department. Location is called HYD, for example. HYD. Next, 20 is called something like, HR department. HR department. It is called Mumbai. Like that, I am having many departments and then like this. Tell me, it is also called as what here? Tell me, what is this is called? Table. Are you able to follow me? This is called a table. So table. Like that, I can create how many tables in my Oracle database? Many tables I can create or not? These are all called tables. So I will give you here for your better understanding. I am giving table name. Next I am writing table name. Like this, I am just going on writing table name. I am writing. Just I am writing going on table names. Are you able to follow? Table name N. Table name N. N number of tables. Table name 3. Like that, N number of tables we have. I hope that you people are following about this. I think so. Tell me, where I am entering now? Oracle database is a collection of what? Very good. Collection of? Good. What is the table definition? Very good. Collection of? Very good. Records. Now I am asking, what is the record? Please definition tell me. Definition of record, please. Definition of record, ma. See that collection of values. 11, 1, RS, 11.11 is a values or not? 20, IT, HYD is a record or not? Collection of? Take it, immediately program you take it. Where you will access the employee number, student number, student name, marks from keyboard. By using which program? Python program. That Python program has to insert the record in Oracle database or not? So tell me how many layers are there? A Python program accepts the input from where? Keyboard, stored in where? Main memory. That main memory data I will put it in where? Table of which database? Oracle database. So how many layers are interacting? Python program and database program. Two-tier architecture we can call. Spell out. Two-tier architecture applications we can call. If I go to Django level, that is a web server will communicate with the database. Like your online exams when you write, written test when you write, to verify your rank, you are entering the hall ticket number or not? Go to the server. Server will communicate with the database. From database, it will fetch the data of yours and it will shown to you. That is called a three-tier architecture. Able to get it? So let us coming to the point back. Multiple columns are there. Multiple columns are there. So I'm going to give you the clarity on it. In Oracle database, to store the data, what must create? Table. What is the definition of table? Yes, rows and columns are called table also we can call. Are you able to follow? Shall I move forward? Yeah, students in the online, are you comfortable up to here? Are you comfortable here? Right. Fine, guys. Let me move to the further. Let us go to the Oracle database once. This is my Oracle database. See, students, here I am saying select a star from. First time I am going to introduce. Don't worry about select. I'm explaining that. From tab. And it is so user friendly to understand. Select star from tab. It is showing table name, bonus table, customer table, deposit table, department table, employee table, EMP company table, employee table, temporary table. Like that I am having many number of tables. These are all the tables. EMP, DEPT is coming, bonus is coming from where? Oracle. And other tables I created in my class. Shall I show you one small information? Yeah. Let us go to select star from employee. Select star from employee. See, my dear student, employee number, employee name, salary, designation, CNAME. What are these called? Column names. What are these 105, 106, 108 are called what? What are these others? Niranjan, Kiran, Manish and all those things? These are called salaries. This is called designations. This is called as company names. Understand? Come on. Say select S and E and O from which table? Employee table. Am I getting the employee names directly or not? Is it easy to query the data or complex to query the data? Right. I want employee number, comma, salary. Whatever I want, I will get it from employee and then salary. I want to get it employee number, E name. Just I am showing you. I will explain further. I will explain. This is called I am coming to the database and I am showing to you. Easy to query the data or difficult to query the data? Dead easy. That's why if you read the book, whatever I said, daily 10 pages if you read, or 5 pages if you read, 20 days and 30 days or 50 days, you will perfect. You will teach me the Oracle to me. For everything, we should not go and sit in the class. How many days you will sit in the class? Actually, intermediate is enough to learn everything most perfectly by yourself. Self-learning capability is required. That is our strongest point. First time if I read, if I don't understand, read second time also. Second time also not understanding. Read third time. Sir, third time not understanding. Read until you understand. You don't raise a question, sir, I don't understand means what? That is wrong actually. Every person will have a small intelligence. Every person. When you read properly, you will definitely understand. Okay, that is what is my advice. Read everything. Now I am going to move forward. Go to the place. Okay, student. I'll go to steps. First step. And one more diagram, I will write it. One more diagram, I will write it. Go. Now, what is happening here? This is my database. This is my database, student. Which database this is? Oracle database. This is Oracle database. This is Oracle database. In my Oracle database, who is there? This is Oracle database. In Oracle database, who is there inside? Tables are there. Table 1 is there, table 2 is there, table 3 is there, n number of tables are there. Table 1, table 2, table 3, n number of tables are there. N number of tables are there. It is called a mission. It is called a mission. One mission this is. Are you following me? This is called a mission number 2. Okay? Right. Be careful, students. This is called one more mission. This is called one more mission. This is. Yeah. Coming to this place, this is called one more mission. So if I go to real time, you are available in one place where you are writing which program? There you are writing which program, my dear students? Python program you are writing. Which program you are writing? Yes. So I'm writing there Python program. So I'm writing there Python program you are writing. Yes. Python program you are writing. This Python program, this is called layer 1. This is called tier 1. Tier 1. I'm starting with a very basic level. So, tier 2. Tier 2. Actually, this is also called as a layer. In my project, 2 layers are there. One is called what? One is called what? Database layer. One more is called Python layer. These 2 things I'm having here. So let us have this type of things this is called a layer number 2. Perfect. So let us watch this now. I just want a Python program want to communicate with whom? Oracle database. To communicate with Oracle database, what you should do first of all? What you should do first of all? To communicate with Oracle database. To communicate with Oracle database, first of all, you need to have what? To communicate with Oracle database, what you need to get it first? I am getting question here. Of course, it is very difficult by the student to decide it, but you can decide. If you want to talk to your friend, first what you will do? To talk to your friend, what is required? Come on, I am waiting for you to say here. To talk to your friend, first what you need to get it? You have a mobile, right? I want to talk to my friend. Beginning, will you say hello? First, what you will do? You make a call. What will he listen? Students, you are not able to be in the present world. When you make a call, when you dial a number, you will get some ringtone or not? Which phone is ringing? Your friend phone is ringing or not? When you lift it, what is established? Connection. Over the connection, what you will do? You will start speaking. Before the connection, will you speak? No. First, what is required? Connection is required. Connection first or speaking first? That is important. So we don't observe all these things. So directly dialing, how are you, what are you doing, come out and then do this and all those things. So observe it. First, what is required? Connection. Okay, connection is established. So after establishing connection, what are you passing? What are you passing? Request. Request reaches to where? Oracle database. Because already connection was established or not? Over that connection only my request will go to which database? Oracle database. And next what I will do? Oracle database engine will process my request and gives what? Response. And gives what? Response. Every Python program makes a request to whom? Oracle database. Oracle database engine will process the request of each program and gives response back to whom? This will be happening. This type of scenario will happen. This type of scenario will happen across the network. This type of scenario will happen across the network. I hope you are understanding this symbol. What is the symbol? Don't think that a star network or something. It is called some network. It is called some network. Are you able to follow? So here it is going to be some type of some sort of network. Okay, some network is done. So I'm writing here, it is called what? Network. Network. So it is done. So first what should be established? Connection. Next, request making. Request is processed in where? And gives what? Who will receive? What you will display or not? Beginning. I want to insert a record of student into where? I want to insert the student data into where? Table. Tables are exist in where? Oracle. Oracle is installed in one machine or not? First, what you will do? To write a first program in Python to communicate with Oracle, first thing is what? Get the connection. Get the connection. That is the first thing. To get the connection, what do you require? I will tell you the syntax. That connection, if I want to get it, some function is required. That functions are present in where? Functions are the part of dash. Functions are the part of dash. They will say the answer, you see. Functions are modules. Ashif, Python. Functions are the part of what? Already we learned. A module is a collection of variables, functions, classes. Once if I say, you should remember like anything. Okay, first step is what? Import the CX_Oracle. Next one is what? Get the connection. Third step is what? Make a request. Execute the request. Get the response. Display the result. Simple. If I want to talk to my friend, what is the first step? Import the mobile. Import the mobile means take the mobile. Second step is what? Get the connection. Third step is what? Talk to the request, whatever you have. Get the responses. Next, what we will do? Close the request. Close the connection. Okay, now? Shall I read the steps? Diagram is clear. In my Python program, I am having Oracle software and then Python software. It is called which project? Two-tier architecture project. Which project? Come on. First step is what? Import CX_Oracle. That's right. Renuka, what is that error, ma? What is the error you got it? Post that error to me. Copy and paste that error in the chat box. Copy that error and then post it into chat box. Okay, fine. So next one is called what? Import CX_Oracle. Second, come on. Python program must get the connection from where? Oracle database. Spell out. This one not spell out. This complete. Ganesh Verma, I will post all the diagrams. Don't worry. I will post all the diagrams. Okay, na? I will post all diagrams. Don't worry. Okay, na? Take care. Listen. Don't type by yourself. I will post it. Okay, once you send one response, definitely I will see that response. So need not to worry about that. Okay, next one. Next, Python program must get the connection from. How to get the connection from Oracle database? There is a function called connect function. Spell out. Which module it is present? How do you call it? Yesterday, rand range, rand int. How we called? Random.rand range, random.rand int, alias name dot. Already modules over na. So day by day, don't become a super kid. Try to be a matured programmer. How do you call it? CX_Oracle dot connect. I will send you the syntax. Okay, na? Yeah. Next, fourth step is what? Need to carry the request from which program to where? Yeah. You are in Hyderabad. You have some data in Hyderabad. I want to carry to Bangalore. Bangalore is called what? Another mission where database is there. You are in where? Hyderabad. Or you want to shift your luggage from Hyderabad to Bangalore. What do you need? One transport vehicle is required. General knowledge is not there. Subject knowledge is not there. Both of them are not there. Only we have the skeleton. Transport means what is that? Vehicle is required. V is equal to vehicle of. L is equal to list of. Am I correct? What is required? I want to carry the request of your Python program to where? Oracle database. For that, you require to create an object of cursor. Create an object of cursor. How do you create an object of list? L is equal to list of. How do you create an object of tuple? T is equal to tuple of. How do you create an object of dict? D is equal to dict of. Simple. Drinking like an apple juice. How to create a cursor? I will explain. What is a cursor? Class. Present in which module? Connect is the function present in which module? A module is a collection of variables, functions, classes. What is the cursor there? Class. What object you are creating? Object of cursor. Object of? Okay. Then I am asking the question. Now I am asking the question. What is the question? Look at. What is the purpose of cursor? They will say. What is the purpose of cursor? MySQL also same, MongoDB also same, Oracle also same, everywhere else same. First step is module only changing. Second step never changes. Third step never changes. Understand? What is the cursor object? The purpose of cursor object is to carry the request of our Python program to where? And Oracle engine will execute the request related answer. That answer will be kept in which object again? Cursor, and send it, bring to whom? It is like a bus between two native places. Because I don't want to use the word bus between two native places. If any person is asking in interview, you will say it is a bus between two native places. Because student always like these simple words. A cursor is a intermediate driver between Python program and, yes, it is a middleware layer between Python program and database software, whose purpose is to carry the query of Python program to where? Database, and brings the result of that query from Oracle database to Python program. Understand? Good. It is like a postman between two places. It is a mediator between two places. Okay. Then next what? What is created? Cursor. Cursor. Let me speak to online students. Students who are in the online, is the third step is clear? Is the third step is clear? Quickly, students. Right. Very good. Okay. Good. Let me move to the further. Next, see students, design the query, comma, place the query in where? In an object of what? Good. In an object of cursor. Design the query. What is the query? I will explain. What is the meaning of query? How many types of queries are there? That is my beautiful explanation. DDL queries, DML queries, and DRL queries. Under DDL queries, I will explain in detail. Don't worry today. Create, drop. Next is called alter. I will explain them. Next, under DML, there is an insert, there is a delete, there is an update. With a static query, dynamic query, everything I will explain. Next, I will explain select. I will explain all these things. In detail, I will explain. It is not a part of my Python. It is a part of your Oracle. That is the heart for Oracle programming. Okay, students. Come on to the part of it. Here you come. I am going to say, design the query, place the query in where? Object of cursor. What is the purpose of cursor? It carry the query from where? Python program, hand over to database engine will execute the query, keep the result of that query into which object, and bring that cursor object result bringing to where? Very good. Come on, ma, what Python program will do? Python program process the result. Process the coming from where? Database. Through which object? So cursor. Cursor is just like a mediator between two people. Are you following? Good. Python program process the result, which is coming from where? Database. Which brought by whom? Cursor. Okay. Next I am going to say, my dear students, Python program closes the connection, which is an optional. I may close, I may not close it, not necessary. Are you able to get me? Suppose if you want to send the query again and again, repeat what? 4 or 5. Repeat 4 and 5 until your total operations are completed. Easy or difficult? Easy. So without seeing on the board, who will tell in the class? So are you following, students? So first of all, close the connection. Remove. And merge it. Okay. This is new Oracle, I think so. So coming to that is basically DDL, DML will contain this part. Okay, I will take care of that. First, you try to understand these things. So offline students, who will tell all these steps? Girls. Tomorrow you will tell, okay. But tomorrow, if everybody will say tomorrow, I want on the spot. Who will tell, boys? Will you say? Nothing is there. Import Oracle module. What is the module of Oracle which I am communicating with? CX underscore. You need not remember at all. Next what? Obtain the connection. Who will obtain the connection from whom? Python program obtain the connection from Oracle database, or obtain the connection from MySQL database or MongoDB. Third is what? Create an object of cursor. Okay, why cursor is which will carry? It is my carry bag. It is my postal cover. I'll put my things in that and I will just post it. I will hand over to my courier person. Like courier person is like a cursor object. Create an object of cursor. What is the use of cursor? It will carry the query from database and hand over to whom? Right. So create an object of cursor. Design the query. Which query? DDL query, DML query, DRL query. I will tell you that queries types in next class. Okay, next. Design the query. Place the query in the cursor object and execute the query. Execute the query. Whether I wrote it or not, I don't know. Place the query in the cursor object and execute. Okay. Then next is what? Python program process the result. Python program receives the result from cursor object and process that result. Next is what? Closes the connection. This explanation, this is the steps information. I will explain each and every step so clearly. So how to get the connection, sir? How to get the connection? I will give you some 10 to 10 lines I will explain. What is that 10 lines I am going to say here? See. Import, see students, what I am going to explain tomorrow, which I will stop now. Import, I will stop now. Just I am saying the promo. That is tomorrow what I am going to discuss. Like a serial, tomorrow what is happening. So connection is equal to CX underscore Oracle dot connect. Now I am saying Scott, Tiger, @ localhost /ORCL. What is that? I need to explain you. Or I can write here. 127.0.0.1. 127.0.0.1. What is this Scott and Tiger? You can understand. It's a username and password. What is the local host? What is this 127? What is ORCL? This everything I will explain tomorrow class. Today, don't worry about it. So today I am not going to post this post. I am not going to post this article. Are you following? I will post up to here. I will post up to here. So this Python database communication files drawbacks, database software. Then after that, this is to send it, because after explaining tomorrow, after executing first program, I will say Ganesh Verma, line number 27. Where ma 27th line? Okay, 27th line something he found. Remove the in line number 27. If a Python program want to communicate with any database software product, then we must use predefined module, and such predefined modules are not present in Python library. So that Python programmer must get the Python programmer must get or install predefined modules of database software by using which tool? Pip tool. Very good, Ganesh Verma. Thank you. See how he is serious. Are you serious that much? Not serious. So that's why Ganesh Verma is Ganesh Verma only. Okay. Anyhow, we will take care of it. Next one. Irfan. What is this errors or syntax error? Unicode cannot decode the bytes. Where you got this error, ma? Irfan, where you got it? Where you got this error? Where you got this error? Using DAR. Did I explain DAR to you? Did I explain DAR? Did I explain, ma? Irfan, quickly. Did I explain this? Did I explain? Quickly. Not list space DAR, no. This is list DAR means it is a function present in where OS module. This is list DAR, because I am seeing always in the programming point of view. Who is this? Sri Sai. I did not explain in list. Very wrong. So you are writing like this, list DAR like this. This will give you error compulsory, space. I already explained in OS module. List DAR will give you what? Files present in the folder. Already executed, right? Right. So execute once more. Anuj, I will explain. Pepper related things I will explain. It is not a biggest deal. It's a very, very easy. Python enhancement proposals. I will explain that. Not a big deal. Okay, students. So I will post this importance Python database communication plus Python. This I will post tomorrow, and related to this only one document today I will upload. This part I will take care in the tomorrow's class. Shall we stop the class? So tomorrow make your systems ready with Oracle database, right? Diagrams also, yes, sir. Ganesh. Diagrams also I will take care. These are two diagrams are there. I'll take care of this. Okay. Thank you. Good day.